What's going on, you guys? Let me be the first to say welcome back to the BT Motorized YouTube channel. So I know what you're thinking, like, where have I been? I'm not dead. Tyler's still here. I've just been super busy with school and work. But today we're doing something a little bit different, but kind of the same. So this year is Tyler's, well, before he got his new bike, which you guys have not seen yet, this was his speed build. So he was out riding the other day and it ended up seizing up on him. So we're going to try to get it running again. We're going to put a new piston in, see if that fixes it. And yeah, so it should be pretty fun, so make sure to stay tuned. And of course, with any build that we do, it can't be as simple as just changing the piston and having it run. There's actually a few things on this that are broken. First being the clutch cable, so the actual nipple on the end got completely sheared off. Tyler doesn't have one in here currently because he's been trying to find a new one. And today we actually went out and got one, so sweet. Next thing being the magneto is missing from the motor, so we need to get a new one of those. If you don't know what that is, it is what creates a spark, so definitely important for any motor. And then the last thing is the tensioner wheel is also missing. And if you don't know what that does, it just keeps tension on the chain, making it so your chain doesn't fly off when you're going 30 miles an hour. Okay, so easy enough. We're just gonna thread that cable in through the actual housing, and then it will end over, where is it? On this other side, we won't be able to see it. One day, it'll get there eventually. Well, my phone randomly turned off, but there's the clutch cable. And now all we need to do is actually run it to the actual clutch lever down here, and we'll be golden. Just like that, and then all we'll need is a Phillips screwdriver. We'll tighten that little bolt right there down, and we will be set. And we'll obviously trim this down a big margin, because it is way too long. And obviously it wouldn't be work if we weren't struggling. Well, I know you can't feel this from where you're sitting, but it feels so good. Like that, honestly, 10 out of 10. And you can see it really doesn't take much effort to disengage the clutch at all, which is right where you'd want it. So yeah, this was a quick, simple, yet effective fix. And before I get too carried away, we are going to put the chain tensioner wheel on. So just super simple. There's a nut on the other side, and we just screw it in. As you can see, we got the spring and wheel both on. So next thing we're gonna move on to is the magneto. So before we start working on the magneto, I actually need to show you guys something. So you can see right there, you have that little keyway on the actual shaft, the output shaft on the motor. So you wanna make sure that's facing up. That means your motor's in top dead center. And then you will get your actual magneto, and there's two ways you can put it. So you have it where you can actually see that little keyway facing to the top right. That's the right way to do it. If you see it facing to the top left, flip it around, otherwise it's gonna mess with your timing. So yeah, make sure engine's in top dead center, make sure the actual keyway is up to the right, and then you will be golden. Then we're just gonna slide that on, just like that. Make sure the key lines up with that little slot. Bike's gonna fall on us. So you know that little piece right there? The one where you can see sticking up on the output shaft? So that can actually fall out, so just be super careful when you're working with this. Obviously you can put it in, but if you drop it on a dirty floor, luckily ours is fairly clean, it will get lost forever. So now we're just gonna put the actual magneto on, and we'll cross our fingers that it goes on smoothly. As you can see, we got the magneto on. So make sure the magneto's nice and tight, because you really don't want that flying off when you're going down the road. And then we're gonna get into the cylinder, see what's going on here. Maybe we'll have some carnage, hopefully not, because there's a possibility you have to change the whole head. Now we're just putting the magneto cover on, and then we can move to the cylinder. And then here's the piston we're using. It's not new by any means, but it's better than whatever's in that. I'm kind of hoping for some carnage. Maybe we'll have a hole in the piston, but we'll see. It is time for the good stuff. We're gonna take this head off and see what kind of carnage we're dealing with. We're so close. And the big reveal.
Not even close.
Dude. Dun, 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 dun. And
Almost there.
watch, it's gonna be a perfectly good piston with nothing wrong with it.
Yeah.
What? Ha! Oh my gosh. Look at that. It is a perfect piston. That is very, very weird. So we might have a spark or fueling issue. Well, now we're just gonna do everything in reverse order after a very disappointing discovery. But at the same time not. I mean, less work for us to have to do. So I'm not complaining too much. Okay, we got the exhaust on. Now we're just putting some gasoline in there. Pre-mixed, of course. And we're gonna see if she fires off. We'll cross our fingers that it does. Otherwise, we have a more serious issue like gas or electrical. So, I'm nervous. Okay. Need all 8 of my arms. So, you guys are on a tripod. Uh-oh. That's good. So we're gonna check for spark because graphs broke. Okay, so we checked for spark. We actually have really good spark. I'll show it right here. We put some fuel down the cylinder, so we're gonna cross our fingers that it fires. I'm assuming it will. I mean, if it has spark, has compression obviously. Next thing we'd have to tick off is fuel. So I'm gonna set you guys up on a tripod real quick and we'll see what happens.
It's probably gonna.
It stopped raining for a minute. We need more dynamic compression, so therefore we just need the motor to spin faster. So we're gonna try it outside. Yeah, that sucks.
Probably for this one right
It has to be fuel.
there. It might be.
Well, in case we can't get that one started, we're gonna get the Diamondback started to prove to you guys that it's a beast. It's been sitting outside for like an hour and a half in the rain. So, and watch, it'll start.
Look,
so easy.
I will grab this. It's cold. Obviously, it's cold.
And dripping water.
Choke is not on. It is off.
Yeah, let's go get a look at the choke.
Choke is off. Fuel on. Choke is off. Now watch.
Oh, almost. Yeah, that definitely maxed out the mics. That's definitely disappointing. So we're gonna take the carb off, see if we can even see gas. So, I mean, there's a possibility that the jet's clogged or something. Let's hope it's something that easy. If not, we might just need a whole new carb. Just gonna loosen that 10. There we go. Take the bowl off. Oh, there is water in there. Gas. Oh, I'm shocked I got the angle. But as you can see, we have a plugged jet, 100%. You should be able to see through that. So how we're gonna do this is we're just gonna dump it in some brake cleaner or carb cleaner, see if that gets rid of it. If not, we'll get some compressed air. Well, I don't know if you guys will be able to see. Yes, there you go. My hands are shaky, but you can see a little bit of light coming through. But that gives you guys a good look. It is clean now. So compressed air did the job great. That's what we tried first. We're gonna throw this back in the carb and we should have a running bike. So we put it back on, we put the jet in, we put the bowl on. Now we're gonna attach it to the actual motor and we're gonna cross our fingers. I am 90% sure this will work now. All right, I'm excited. Give her a whirl, Tyler. Oh. That's mildly concerning.
Go try it, or actually.
Well, you guys, we are going to our last resort, which is timing. Could have skipped a little bit.
Yeah, it might have come off the keyway, I don't know.
I hope this fixes it, because this was a really nice bike.
For what it is, yes, it was.
Well, we're kind of going to our last ditch effort. We just threw some more gas down the cylinder. A lot. So there's a possibility we might get a fireball. That's the only reason I'm recording.
Hopefully not.
Hopefully not. That would be really lame. I don't know what it could be. Well, unfortunately, we were not successful at getting it running. Tyler's going to work on it a little bit more, so we'll see if we can get it running. If you guys have any idea what's going on, please comment below. Hopefully we don't have to end it like this. I know it's not a good reputation. I promise if this happens again, we just won't upload the video. But I am truly curious. Like, do any of you guys know what's going on with it? But anyways, thanks for watching, and we'll see you guys next time. Bye. Hey guys, Braden for the future here. So I actually just barely got done editing that video, and I didn't want to leave you guys off on a cliffhanger like that. So I'm here to clarify a few things. First off, after I left that night, Tyler actually took the motor apart further and found out there is a small crack in the piston. So we're going to try to put a new piston in and see if that fixes it. If not, then the whole motor is just garbage. There's not much else we can do with it. He has an old Phantom V2 motor, and it is currently seized up like literally every Phantom out there. We're going to try to unfree it. If we get that one unfrozen, then we're going to slap that on the frame. And we'll make sure to make a part 2 for you guys. Unless we don't get it running. If we don't get it running, I'm not going to worry about it just because I don't want to waste more of your guys' time. I hate ending this video how I did. I want to know if you guys might know something that we don't. So if you do know why there's a possibility it's not running, please comment below. Anything helps. So I don't want to take any more of your guys' time. You have a fantastic rest of your night, and we'll see you guys later. Let me be the first to say, welcome back to the channel. Dude. Okay. Hey, what's going on, you guys? Welcome back to the BT Motorized YouTube channel, and let me be the first to say, oh, frick. I messed it up again. First of what? Video test. Here, Mom. Like that. Make sure the key lines up with that little slot. Bike's gonna fall on us. And of course, with any build that we do, it can't be as simple as just changing the piston and having it run.